I'm going to make fresh strawberry salsa. Now, this particular recipe comes together very well with a lot of the ingredients that come ripe during the spring, so it's awesome for that. However, you can change up and substitute ingredients as the summer progresses, so yours could become peach salsa as we get to peach season, or tomato salsa. So I've got 2 cups of diced strawberries, and I like my salsa a little bit chunky, so I left my strawberries a little bit bigger chunks. I've got 2 green onions that I've sliced relatively thinly, and then half a cup of thinly sliced radishes. Now, if you had smaller radishes, I'd leave them whole. These radishes were pretty big, so I cut them in quarters and then tried to thinly slice them. 2 tablespoons of finely snipped chives, 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, one of my favorites. Now, I put in some of these ingredients, the onions, for instance. You might switch to red onions as we proceeded. You might switch from radishes to peppers and so on as the season goes along. I'm adding half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and then stir these together. Again, we've got delicate fruit here, so stir it together a little bit gently. And I've got to watch that one place over there where it seemed all the salt landed. But as you progress through the season, make sure that you take some time to look at what you've got and substitute the right ingredients that are in season, so that you're not going to the supermarket to get ingredients that aren't with you in season. Also, look at what you have in your garden and try to incorporate those things into your salsa. Be creative with salsa. It's just, the word salsa simply means sauce, so you can go for whatever you have. Now, if we had enough time, I'd cover this and put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes so the flavors have time to penetrate the strawberries and it gets an even better taste. For our purposes here right now, I'm going to pretend we did that. We'll have the wavy lines going through. And then I'm going to add to it 1 fresh avocado that I've diced. And again, this is going to depend on how chunky you like it. Make sure your avocado is fully ripe, however. That's going to be essential to whichever size dice you get. And then simply stir this in. We didn't want to put it in any earlier because we wanted to make sure that it stayed firm, and if it's sitting there with the acids from the strawberries and the lime juice and so on, it might get a little bit mushy around the edges. So this goes in towards the end, and then you're ready to serve. Now, this could go on tortilla chips like many salsas do, or it could go on some meat, which is what I'm going to do today. So it could go on chicken breast. I've got a little fish fillet here, and we're going to spread it over the top of that, and it's going to add a lot of color and a lot of flavor, and it enables you to serve the fish fillet with a lot of flavor and a lot of color, but also without a lot of fat added to it. So it gives you that benefit both ways. I hope you'll try this one. It's fresh strawberry salsa. For Oklahoma Gardening, I'm Barbara Brown.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.